everyone, it is Grace. Happy 2018. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that 2017 is already over. I say it every year when it comes to a new year, but I literally felt like last year went so quick. But I am so excited for 2018. I don't think I've ever been as excited for a year as what I am for this one, and I am just so excited to see what the Lord has in store. I am making this video for a few reasons. I actually did a poll on my Instagram yesterday asking you guys if a weekly Bible study slash passage breakdown would be something that you'd like to see on my channel, and pretty much everybody said yes. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm starting it now. So I thought that would be an awesome thing to do for 2018 is do a weekly Bible study and a passage breakdown, because I actually couldn't find anybody on YouTube that was doing something similar to this. So I think that there's a real need for it, and hopefully it will encourage you guys to get into your word more. Anyone that knows me knows that I absolutely love reading the word and understanding the context and how it applies to us today. So I thought it would be a really cool journey for us to go on. Yeah, I was inspired also to do this because I've been watching a lot of Sadie Robertson's videos lately, and I just love that, you know, she just does like a simple coffee talk video, talks about what she's learning at the moment, and I want to incorporate that into my videos as well. But these videos specifically are going to be more of like a weekly Bible study and breaking down passages. So what I'm going to be doing is after this week, I'm going to be starting in Romans 1, working through the book of Romans, and yeah, it's going to be a tall order, but I'm really excited because I have been going through it in a Bible study that I'm doing with a guy called Dr. Stephen J. Lawson, and he is absolutely incredible, and it's been like an exegesis of the book of Romans. And so I thought that I could take what I'm learning from him and apply it to us as millennials, and yeah, just kind of put my own flavor on it, I guess you could say. Next week I'm going to be starting in the book of Romans, but this week I'm going to be talking about Matthew 6, 25 to 34. So this is a really good word, I feel like, that we can carry into 2018 as a whole and be mindful of. I may even touch on, you know what? I might actually do that anyway. Bear with me. I was gonna talk on Matthew 6, 25 to 34, but I think I'm gonna talk about something else. I'm gonna go get my other journal. Okay, so I'm actually gonna talk about the word that I'm gonna be kind of focusing on for the entire year for myself. I have like a word that I want to really be incorporating into my life this year, and so I'm gonna talk a little bit about that as well. So the passage that I am gonna be focusing on and mindful of in 2018 is Psalm 27. Oh my goodness, this is just such a good psalm. Oh, I love it so much. I just love the word of God. I love it. So I'm gonna read it out, and then I'm gonna talk about what I learned from it, and this is gonna be more just like what speaks to me. Next week I'm gonna be really like breaking apart things from the book of Romans, but this one is gonna be more about you know, what's in my heart for this year and how I'm going to be living these verses out. So I'm going to read out the psalm. It's not too long, but stay with me, and then I will go from there. So Psalm 27 in the NLT. I've been also reading, I have an NIV journaling Bible, but I've been reading that alongside the NLT just because it has different language in it, so it's kind of cool to see the comparison of the words that they use. Yeah, okay, so verse 1. The Lord is my light and my salvation, so why should I be afraid? The Lord is my fortress, protecting me from danger, so why should I tremble? When evil people come to devour me, when my enemies and foes attack me, they will fall and stumble. They will stumble and fall, rather. Though a mighty army surrounds me, my heart will not be afraid. Even when I am attacked, I will remain confident. The one thing I ask of the Lord, the thing I seek most, is to live in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, delighting in the Lord's perfections and meditating in his temple. For he will conceal me there when troubles come. He will hide me in his sanctuary. He will place me out of reach on a high rock. Then I will hold my head high above my enemies who surround me. At his sanctuary I will offer sacrifices and shouts of joy, singing and praising the Lord with music. Hear me as I pray, O Lord. Be merciful and answer me. My heart has heard you say, come and talk with me. And my heart responds, Lord, I am coming. Do not turn your back on me. Do not reject your servant in anger. You have always been my helper. Do not leave now. Don't abandon me, O God of my salvation. Even if my father and mother abandon me, the Lord will hold me close. Teach me how to live, O Lord. Lead me along the right path, for my enemies are waiting for me. Do not let me fall into their hands, for they accuse me of things I've never done, and with every breath they threaten me with violence. Yet I am confident I will see the Lord's goodness while I am here in the land of the living. Wait patiently for the Lord. Be brave and courageous. Yes, wait patiently for the Lord. What a good psalm. I love this word so much. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, the things that are sticking out to me from this passage is the part of verse 3 where it says, even if I am attacked, I will remain confident. So, there's no doubt that this year is going to have its challenges for me and for you as well. But this is something that we need to be mindful of, is that when we are attacked, we need to make the choice to stand on truth. So if we are being bombarded with lies in our head and things are coming in that we are starting to believe as truth, we need to cut that away. When we are attacked, we need to stand and remain confident on the truth. Verse 4 is like probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite of the whole chapter, where it says, the one thing I ask of the Lord, the thing I seek most, is to live in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, delighting in the Lord's perfections and meditating in his temple. The one thing. So this is the one thing David wanted. This was the hill that he was going to die on, if that makes sense. He wanted to dwell where the Lord was. And we need to have this kind of mindset, I believe, not only going into 2018, but in our lives in general, that the Lord and knowing more about him and his presence and just being as close to him as we possibly can through reading his word, praying, and just being in fellowship with other believers as well. That needs to be the thing that we are focused on in our lives. I love where it talks about delighting in his perfections. So to me, that speaks of worship. When we worship him, we are ascribing glory unto the Lord and praising him for who he is. And that to me is just such a picture of worship, and I want 2018 to be more of a year of worship than any other year of my life. I want to become more of a worshiper and just to give everything I am to the Lord, not only when I am singing to him, but in my life. I want to become more of a worshiper in everything that I do. So, okay, so verse 8, I put here, I haven't read this for a couple of days, so it's funny looking back on it. It says, this verse is the verse. Okay, yes, so this is my absolute favorite of the whole psalm. So verse 8 says, my heart has heard you say, come and talk with me, and my heart responds, Lord, I am coming. I always want to be coming to the Lord. I want to have a heart that is always striding towards the Lord and not doing that thing where it's like I'm taking 2 steps back and 1 step forward. I always want to be pressing on in the grace that the Lord has given me to walk in his ways and to become more like him, and just to spend time with him and worship him and learn more about him. I always want to be, I want to be coming, like I want to say every day of my life, as the Lord extends the invitation to me to come and talk with me, as it says here, I want my heart to say every single day, Lord, I am coming to you. Like, I want to be with you. That's, oh, that is just such a cry of my heart. I love it. Yeah, I also put here, I want Jesus to be able to say, grace is always coming towards me. And I think that even if we can just carry this one verse into 2018, if that can be our prayer, that we become people that are always saying, Lord, I am coming to you, and just making it our sole pursuit that we want to be near Jesus. I think that is just so life-changing. I don't know, there's so much I could say, but I just believe that this psalm is just such a good word just to be mindful of in the entire year, which is why I've chosen that, you know, this is going to be something that I'm really dwelling on and trying to integrate into my life in 2018. It's funny because the other thing that I did on New Year's Eve was I thought, okay, so 2017, looking back on it, it was a year of letting go for me. So, sorry, iced coffee. Gotta have it. Oh, it's so delicious. I'm gonna make these Bible studies coffee talks, so then I have an excuse to have a iced coffee every week, because it's not very good for you because I put ice cream in it. But yeah, so 2017 was a year of letting go for me. Letting go in a lot of sad ways, mainly with my nana going to heaven. That was, yeah, obviously I had to let go of her, in the sense that she's not with me anymore, but she is in my heart, obviously, and I know that she is just having the time of her life with Jesus. So yeah, but that was a big thing for 2017 that has marked me and changed me, actually, in a lot of good ways, because I want to be more like my nana, and I want her legacy to be strong, and it already is so strong, and I just want to be a part of that. So yeah, that was one thing I really learned in 2017, and also just letting go of control and relinquishing that over to Jesus, and just letting him have his way in my life, and resting in the sovereignty of God. So looking back on 2017, that was my word, I guess you could dub the year, was 2017 was the year of letting go. But going into 2018, I was like, okay, what do I want, like, what do I want to get out of 2018? Obviously I can't be sure what's going to happen, or you know, what God has in store, or what could get thrown my way. And I know that looking back, I will have something else that in hindsight the year was, but something that I want to carry into 2018. I think if I could like dub this the year of anything, I want it to be the year of, I want to lean. Lean is the word that I want to mark this year. So that means a few things. So I want to learn to lean on other people. I think that it became really apparent to me, especially in the last month of 2017 rather, that I'm not very good at leaning on people. I am very much like a speed reader, but a closed book, in the sense that I am very good at getting people to share their hearts with me, but I don't necessarily grant them the same space in my heart. And that's got to do with a lot of things, but I think that I've just been challenged that I want to be more vulnerable, and I want to learn to lean on those that I can trust, and know that they're going to be there for me, know that they can pray for me, and just have that honest space where we can just be there for each other. So I want to learn to lean on others. I want to lean into what the Lord has for me, what he wants to teach me, where he wants to take me, whatever it is. I want to lean into what the Lord is doing, and what he's doing in this world and what he wants to do through others as well. I want to be leaning into those things this year. And the other thing is that I want to be lean in the sense that I don't want to have any spiritual fat, I guess you could say, that is weighing me down in running this race for the Lord. And I want to cut away things that aren't helping me. So I don't want to be someone that is worried in 2018. I don't want to be someone that is angry in 2018. I don't want to be someone that's getting constantly frustrated in 2018. I want to be somebody that cuts things like that away, and so that I can run this race that is set before me in the best way that I possibly can, with the most amount of endurance and strength that I possibly can. And in order to do that, I need to cut away the spiritual fat in my life. So yeah, lean is my word for 2018. If you want to have that as well, I strongly encourage you to do it. Or get a different word, you know, just pray and ask the Lord, Jesus, what do you want this year to be for me? Like, what do you have for me? Open up his word, see what he's saying. I was reading Psalms and I thought, you know what, this is a word that I want to take into my year. I want it to be a Psalms 27 year. I'm going to pray this over my life. I'm going to pray this, you know, I'm going to pray this over the lives of the people that I know, and just, I want to integrate those words into my life. And I just think that there is nothing better than to have a biblical... Oh my gosh, I almost lost my marbles. I thought that the whole time it wasn't recording, but really, it just cut me off mid-sentence. So that's okay. I probably only missed about like a minute of what I was saying. What was I saying? I want to strongly encourage you to get a word for yourself from the Bible. Have a scripture that you can really carry into this year, and something that you can look at when times are good, but also more importantly when things aren't going the way that you planned. Have a word that you can stand on from the Bible, and know that the Lord has got your back, and that he has good things in store, and that he is sovereign over everything. I think that that is just such an important thing, and such a good thing to do at the start of the year. To be able to just, be rooted in the word, and just to be rooted in the Lord. Yeah, I think that's about all I've got to say. I honestly could make this so much longer, but I don't want to do that. I want to try and make these videos not too long. They're probably going to get longer as we get into Romans, but yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say this week. I am so excited about doing this. Yeah, I don't know, I just want my channel to be a place where not only I can do like vlogs and funny videos and like reactions and stuff like that, but I want the Lord, I want Jesus to be the center of my channel. So yeah, I'm super excited about this. I'm gonna have lots of other videos coming, and yeah, I guess that's all. But until next week, I hope you guys have an amazing week. I cannot wait to get into Romans next week, and I will see you then. Bye.